Okay, you guys, we're back, and we so appreciate you guys sticking in through this. This has been rough. We had to restart the entire rock. I mean, like, yeah, we've never done that before in the history of the rock, and we are running like crystal clear on my end. What do you think, Jerry?
You're sounding great on my end, Uni. It's just sounding wonderful. Welcome everybody to Rockinati.
Yep, we are here, and we are doing this thing. Okay, it looks like everything is going good now. So the only issue is, no, I think we're coming in now. I think things are coming in. Okay, starting to catch up. We were having a little bit of an issue between our two aggregators. It's okay, so I'm going to just go. Now, the show you're watching right now is Uni and Darkwolf, our nightly chill session. Now, we usually do this on Google Hangouts, but a couple days ago we decided, you know what? We have so much damn fun doing this. Also, we get so much good stuff done, and then we bring it to you guys. So why not cut the cord? Why don't we just bring it to you, hang out with you, talk to you? We'll do this all together. And every night it gives us all a place to hang out, and we're bringing you good information. Jerry, tell him. I mean, come on, give him something, buddy.
You know, somebody told me earlier today they enjoy this show because they learn a whole lot of stuff and they have a whole lot of fun doing it. Everybody loves watching because it's a real fun atmosphere. They laugh. We cut up, we joke. They're joking along with us, and everybody has a good time, and we learn a whole lot of really really cool facts at the same time.
I mean, I've learned so much shit since we've started this, because here's what it does. When we go live, it gives us a drive. We realize that we're doing it for more than just the research and development of the stories. We're really doing it for the people who are here with us hanging out. We don't want to disappoint them. So it gives us that little bit of motivation we need to really get this thing going. Now, we got a little bit of business to take care of. So when you saw us last time, we had 3 people on the show. Now, we are going to have Sam back in, but we're gonna roll on for a few minutes and make sure that everything is working okay before we move too far. UFO Underground, you're in. Okay, Bub, you are a moderator. You've got moderation privileges, so thanks, buddy. Thanks for coming back. I need moderators. I've known you for a while. You've been cool to me, so I appreciate it, bro. All of our other mods, they're fair, good people. They're only here to kick out trolls. If there's a debate, you will not get kicked. Please try not to curse. The only reason we don't want you to curse, we like it when you curse. Just make sure you know that YouTube does have certain filters in certain chats. Now, my show and my chats, I try to make family friendly. I put that option in there. I'm just saying you could get censored. It's a possibility. I'm going to maybe change that in the future. I haven't seen too many teenagers or younger people in here. We might go ahead and amp that up.
Our demographic tends to be, and I looked it up earlier. We tend to go to the mid-20 to 40-year-old males. That tends to be our general demographics. We need a couple more female viewers too. If y'all want to bring some of your female friends in with you, they might enjoy this show also.
Hey, that's cool. I mean, in your analytics, it's. I mean, it could say that, but one thing is though, we get about 35% females now. I mean, it might have just come. You might have happened after you looked, but yeah, we did have a boost in females last night. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I did notice that actually. We've had quite a few more showing up here in the last day or two.
Yeah, and the analytics take about a day too, so they can be behind. That might be why it didn't show up when you look there. But yeah, last night it kind of changed, and I like that. We want everyone in here. We want to get everything going. Oh, well, I don't want to show everybody.
As much information as we can get out to the people, the better.
I'm not trying to show everybody my YouTube channel. I'm sorry. Okay, I meant to go to YouTube. That's where we're going now. Well, let's go ahead, Jerry. Now, we're not going back to the star right now. We've got as much good information on that. We'll hit that at the end. We talked about the satellites. Now, this is the one thing that keeps racking my brain, man.
All right. What kind of craziness you got here? It is crazy because the satellites, we should at least see some of them. Because like we heard earlier, or if anybody didn't catch earlier streams, the ISS has had actually changed course to make sure they miss some of these satellites, so it doesn't damage their components. Because the speed they're moving, it could destroy the satellite and part of the ISS. So why don't we see every now and again a rogue one comes into the area? Why don't we see those?
Jerry, oh my goodness.
That's a question we've been posing.
Okay, look. Okay, see this bottom right screen? I got my cursor over it. I need to be able to blow that up. I'm seeing some stuff there. I'm seeing some stuff. I did find a live feed that gave me that view. Now, see, this is what's weird. I saw a picture today from the NASA headquarters, and this is what they had. This is what they were looking at. You know when you watch those rockets launch and it shows the people in NASA like, yay, the rocket launched, and they're in that big control room. This is what they had on the screen today.
Oh, really?
Exactly what we're looking at. No joke, dude. I wouldn't lie on this stuff.
Absolutely not. Yeah, I wish there was a way to pull up that bottom feed, because that looks like it's going across the Earth at night.
Well, yeah.
Or in a different...
Yeah, if you see me with an Arnold Schwarzenegger body, I might be lying. But, that's just in my videos because I'm acting when I'm doing that. But when we're doing these things, you're not going to see me joking like that. I got to get that screen up, man.
Or you were having a lot of fun earlier. I know you were really cracking up the other guest on Dr. Karen Lupo's show.
Well, I felt like we needed to have fun there, Go ahead, though.
For those who don't, Dr. Taryn Lupo on YouTube runs a 4-hour live stream on the Mandela Effect every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. And tonight, Udi and myself were on there just talking about General Mandela Effect, promoting Rockinati, and helping Dr. Lupo with his panel. And it was a whole lot of fun. We really, really enjoyed it and really appreciate him allowing us the chance to get on there and discuss the wonderful topics he discusses.
Hey, Jerry. Have you ever seen an astronaut have a bubble come out of his helmet?
A bubble out of his helmet? No, I can't say I've ever seen that. You got to show me something, Udi?
You've never seen an astronaut doing a spacewalk. He's walking all through space, and bubbles start shooting at it everywhere. You never seen
No,
this?
I can't say I've seen that. Tinfoil Darkwolf needs to find this out.
Well, I'm about to enlighten you guys. We're going to look at space bubbles. Crazy shit, right?
Space bubbles. I thought we needed water for bubbles.
Oh, they got water. They just don't let us know. Okay, so I'm not promoting.
They got water.
Okay, hold on. I got to do a thing here. Okay. I am not promoting a flat Earth theory. I'm also not insulting a flat Earth theory. Darkwolf and I, we're not going to go into anything flat Earth right now. In the future, we're going to start some tests. We've been talking about some stuff in the background. Right now, though, I just want everybody to know, regardless of how you feel on Earth, globular Earth, or flat Earth, this little piece of evidence. See, now when I made a video called Space Bubbles, it was called Space Lies, Space Bubbles. Now, here's the problem. Oh, Marlena, she's got about 6 kittens so far. Yeah, my cat had kittens. Not this one. This cat is just chilling. My cat over there, yeah, had kittens. Anyway, Jerry, yeah, okay, so I made Space Bubbles, right?
Right.
I made Space Bubbles conspiracy video. Now, right after I made it, some people were like, dude, I can't believe you're into flat Earth, and they unsubscribed from me. And I was like, what just happened? I swear, dude, weeks later, somebody told me, dude, Space Bubbles is part of the flat Earth. I guess I made a subscriber mad because he thought I followed flat Earth. But here's the deal.
Oh, wow.
I just want to tell everybody straight out right now. Evidence will make your head spin. We've been having some issues, haven't we?
Yes, we have.
Seeing this evidence. It's crazy. I don't know if this is a piece of flat Earth evidence or not. I know you want to say something. I'm going to let you say it. I'm going to play this video to try to watch it while you talk here.
All right. So I'm not saying I'm against flat Earth, and I'm not saying I believe flat Earth, but space bubbles, like, I don't understand how we could have water in space. That's really baffling to me. So you're saying the astronaut is in space and he moves his head and bubbles just go everywhere?
Kind of. Watch.
Okay, so what we're looking at here, we got the, all right.
That looked like a bubble.
That did look like a bubble, didn't it? Let's play that again.
They're going to slow it down. Okay. We're going normal speed. Now, I purposely played that one. Yeah, can you hear me? Okay.
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. I purposely played that bubble for you. Now, there's some bubbles that'll really get you. Let's look at some really good bubbles. Okay, so we got a guy. So he's walking right now.
Mm-hmm.
Doing some stuff here. Hold on, let me skip up. I've watched this one, so okay, see him?
What is that? I'll be darned if that doesn't look like a bubble.
Okay, I want to stop it now. You know what we do at Unirock? We look at everything from a scientific, logical perspective as much as we can before we go full woo on everything, right?
Right, absolutely.
Okay. This
Scientific?
one's really, yes, sir. This is really hard not to go full woo right away. Hashtag woo. Now, I'm going to tell you why. Now, the space is a vacuum. We know this. There's no wind. There's no water. There's nothing like that. Okay, so let's just say we take NASA's explanation for this. NASA tells us that these bubbles are a little bit of condensation that's either clinging to an astronaut or to ISS. And when it hits the vacuum of space, that vacuum is it's so cold that it instantly freezes it and makes it an ice crystal, okay? Now, though, you saw the way that thing moved. It's not moving through wind or water. Why would it move like it did, where it's like kind of floating around? In theory, when it comes out of the ISS and becomes a crystal, it should move the same way everything else should move in space. They didn't think we'd be smart enough to know that. They keep telling us, well, you're going to have things like this because you are.
Well, where's the
But
shimmer?
you shouldn't have
Crystal. If that's a crystal reflects light everywhere it goes. So where's the shimmer? I just seen a clear, solid bubble go by.
This is only the most least evidence bubble. What if I told you we've got thousands of bubbles?
Thousands of bubbles.
Thousands of bubbles.
Okay, so even if I say I'll buy the idea that it's a condensation issue, even if I go to that extreme, I can't explain thousands of bubbles even with condensation. What do you got for me?
Okay, I'm playing this bubble over and over again. Can you see it on the left side?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so they're saying that this thing, and I'm going to keep, when we talk, I'm going to keep showing this bubble. I want you to see how it looks like it's flowing through water. And I'm going to tell you why. Let me pause it. So this little thing comes up, and then it goes like kind of out. You see it goes like this. Now that's what a bubble would do in water. It would flutter. It would hit like it would be displacing, the bubble displaces the water, or you could say the water displaces the bubble, whatever way you look at it. As it comes up, things don't move like that in space because there's literally nothing there.
Okay, so Bit of Venom just brought up a really wonderful point in the chat room. So condensation is not possible in a vacuum because you do need air to have condensation.
Well, yeah, but see, that's the thing. They're saying that, but between where the airlock is and in the suit, where when they first go into space, sometimes condensation is trapped in the suit and it'll be dislodged. It's like, you know how when water's on you, you walk outside and it freezes real fast. It's like stuck to you. Well, when it dislodges in space, they're saying it kind of floats away. Like I said, doesn't matter if you're the size of an ant. It doesn't matter if you're the size of a human or a spaceship. You're going to move in a logical, straight fashion. And the only type of forces that are going to
act up on you from the outside would be the solar
Yes.
winds, but even that wouldn't be enough at that rate to really do much of anything.
Because solar winds are not winds, though. They are particles that are flying very fast, you know, like light and such
Right.
things. They're really fast particles, and they operate like light does. So they don't, you know, solar wind happens when you have wind sails and you have, you know, light that can hit this. And light does give the smallest bit of propulsion. But in space,
True.
any type of force exerted on something in a gravity, in a zero gravity situation, any force exerted, no matter how small, will induce propulsion in the opposite direction if you're at rest.
Right. So there's no way it could be solar wind. So for anybody who says that, you can discount that idea. Okay, the fact that they're moving really quickly, that wouldn't cause the angle to shift the way the bubble is.
Well, what? Okay, so here's my video, the space bubble. So I've got a lot of good bubbles here. Now, what I want to tell you though, this is part of the video where they're showing the astronauts training. Now, the reason they show this and the reason I put it in my video is because, oh, look at this. Remember when I was telling you that there was a video of a guy walking in on a guy in NASA filming? He walked in filming a guy at NASA, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's got a camera. He's surprising this guy saying, "Hey, buddy, I got a camera. Let's go get a beer."
Right.
Look at look at the computers back to the left of this man when this guy walks in the room.
All right. All right, everybody, let's keep an eye on the computers in the back left. What are we seeing
Now,
here?
you see Mars, because this guy works. He is a Mars employee. He even has a Mars poster on the outside. He's got Mars, but Mars doesn't have blue skies. He shouldn't have to.
I don't even see a red tint on the planet, let alone the red sky. Like, there's no red tint. And
when you're working on Mars pictures, I can't hear you, Jerry. I'm hoping they can. I'm not trying to interrupt you. Thank you, Dr. Lupa. Thanks for Doc. Do you want to jump up here? You just tell me. I'll email you right now. You can come in. We got some good stuff, Doc. You got to jump in here with us if you have time. If you don't, it's okay. If you want to rest, it's okay, buddy. Now,
all right. So this is supposed to be a Mars photograph in the back computer because this guy works in the Mars room where his job is to look at pictures of Mars. So we're looking at a picture of Mars supposedly that has no red tint to it and a very blue sky.
Now, you know why that is, right?
Why would that be?
This man is putting those images behind him into Photoshop and taking out the sky so it looks dark. Then he's giving it a red tint so the ground looks like it's on Mars. He's post-processing pictures of Earth to look like Mars. That's not my claims. That's the claims of the person who submitted this video to me.
All right. So how probably likely do you think this could be? And what does it suggest?
Well, what they're trying to suggest is, now, like I said, when I got these videos and I put them up, this man eventually, like a few weeks later, was trying to convince me the Earth was flat. Now, like I said, disclaimer, I'm not going to say either way what I believe, because right now I'm looking at evidence. I believe the Earth's round, and I'm looking at the evidence for the flat Earth. That's what I'm going to tell you, because it's the truth. I'm always straightforward with you guys. Behind this man, if he is photoshopping these images, it would suggest that we don't have rovers on Mars.
That's exactly the conclusion that I would draw from that, yeah.
Now, the next place that I know you're going, Jerry, because I went there too, you're saying, what's the reason for this? Well, there is a reason. Now, they're saying that they want to Photoshop these. They want us to believe they're on Mars. Well, for one, they want to promote the space program. They want us to feel like they're doing something important. So that's one level of conspiracy theory.
Mm-hmm.
They want funding. They can't get a rover to Mars. They're going to try to act like they have a rover on Mars. They're going to Photoshop these images to make it look like it's Earth, but they're trying to make it look like Mars so they can say, look what our rover did today. Ha, ha, ha. Now, I just heard my ha, ha, ha.
Nobody would ever question what's going on and happily say, yes, let's give them more money.
Exactly, Jerry, because Dr. Lupo today on his show was speaking about taxes for a brief moment. and we were talking about how the United States taxes like so much more than other places, you know. And well, yeah, they need that money. Well, this is a bunch of our tax dollars go to this, man. It's one of the top places our tax dollars go. But okay, what I want you guys to know,
an incredibly large budget. You are absolutely right.
yeah, and I want people to know though that these are claims, and I'm just showing you because we all need to keep current on these claims. Now let's take a look at some bubbles, just so I can plant a seed in everyone to think. I just want you to think about it. I'm trying to inception you. Did you ever seen that movie?
I've seen parts of that movie. That is a really, really great concept. It kind of confused me about halfway through, and I lost how many layers deep we were, so I didn't get to see it all. But the idea that it presents in that movie is absolutely amazing.
Oh, yeah, Jerry. If you could actually go into someone else's dreams and implant a suggestion, what if I was to say, it's kind of what the government does to us now, isn't it?
I would suggest that very highly. I would suggest that they do it to our cell phones and our TVs. Oh, wait a minute. I believe we found documentation about 2 months ago that proved they do just that.
I'm showing you now is, okay, so this is a movie. Well, not a movie. This is a tape that was sent to a man in the 90s, and it was of the Apollo missions. And this is that tape we talked about on Dr. Lupo's show when I was on there for a little bit. We talked about how they were faking how big the Earth actually looked through a hole in the moon missions. So what you're seeing is this camera is looking through a hole in the Apollo missions, looking out the window, okay?
Right.
Now, this video was never supposed to be shown. They kept it because I guess they needed it for some record. The guy smuggled it out, whatever. This is why they started destroying a lot of Apollo. These are claims, again, Jerry, you know that. We always have to keep saying it, though. These are claims, again.
Disclaimer, Unirock and Darkwolf do not claim that any of this is happening. We are merely bringing you what has been claimed by others and putting it out there for everybody to use their own discernment and make your own decisions.
And then we're going to put it to the test and see if we can't debunk it, certify it, rationalize it, and bring it to you in a better way so that everybody can understand it better and know where we're sitting. Now, they're just claiming that this is evidence that they faked. Now, they're saying that they launched, they went into space, that they orbited the Earth very far away. Not very far, but far away from the Earth. Right. But they had to make it look like they were getting close to the moon. So the Earth needed to get smaller and smaller and smaller. So they took an insert, or they took a piece of cardboard, or they took something to block off part of the window so that it would make the Earth look smaller and smaller and smaller as they got closer and closer and closer to the moon. That's the claim.
So that would mean that the moon wouldn't be very far away at all if it was so close they had to make an illusion of the Earth getting smaller.
That could be a conspiracy. The main conspiracy they're insinuating is they couldn't make it to the moon, and for the various reasons why they'd want to fake it, though, that this is the way they faked it. That's what the video is showing.
Well, that's pretty much what I was saying. Yes, they, okay, maybe not the moon so close, but they only got so far for whatever reason, they had to create an illusion. Yes.
You got me. We know what each other's thinking. We got this.
Absolutely.
We're on a wavelength.
That's what makes this a great show. And the viewers, they love it. The Rockinauts.
You guys are our Rockinauts. We are the Rockinati. You're in it. You're in the club. Now, we don't draw any parallels with the actual Illuminati. It's just fun to call ourselves that. Now, Jerry, I kind of want to freak you out, buddy. I'm hoping that I have this in the end of this. There's a spot, the astronauts. It shows them. Now, I don't know if I put it in my video because the way I do videos is a little unorthodox. You know that. I try to tell a story based on the clips I show throughout my videos. So when you start somewhere with me, you may go a lot of weird places, but I'm eventually taking you somewhere. So I don't think I put
you definitely take people on a journey, and a very fun journey to get where they're going.
Oh, for sure, buddy. So what I want to show you right now, I'm going to back us up because I didn't show you the bubbles. I want to show you the bubbles. Now, you just please, there's a lot of bubbles here. Pay attention to these bubbles and just take in what I'm trying to show you. If you have anything you want to add while this is going on, you can throw it in there. I had to show off my little animation in the beginning. I'm sorry. Oh, here's one of the best bubbles. Here, it's going to come up from right around this, right here, slow motion, right here. See it? That's where it flashes. It's coming up. It's really hard for you to see, but it's coming up right here. Now look at this.
It's like being disturbed in air pocket.
Now, what if I told you they were underwater, but I could prove it? What would you say?
Well, I would say that I've heard this conspiracy theory that they've just put everything underwater and they're just playing around under there and filming and telling us it's there, but I've never quite seen the evidence. What do you got to show me here?
What if I gave you some of the best evidence you ever saw? Do you think it might throw you off for the rest of the night? You think you might just be shaking a little bit?
I would be absolutely shaken if I found evidence to prove that everything that I'd been told about space travel and the ISS and all that is absolutely, possibly fake.
Okay, well, this is the part of the show. As soon as I get sound effects working, it's going to say, Dark Wolf gets shook. It's going to echo a lot and sound all cool, but I'm about to shake you, buddy. Shook. Now, I'm going to show you a scuba diver in the ISS in space during a spacewalk.
A scuba diver in space.
I'm going to show you a scuba diver in space. Would that shake you?
Well, that will definitely shake me.
Take a look. Look in the red circle. You're going to see a scuba tank right now. They messed up and showed it for about 10 frames.
I definitely do see a scuba tank there.
Now, there's a lot more. Like a scuba tank. There's a lot more evidence here, and I don't have it with this video, but there's a video where now sometimes the astronauts, they have these bags that drag behind them, and they make it look like they're attached to them through like a rope or something, but they got these big bags that they drag behind themselves. Now, you see this in a lot of spacewalks. Well, you don't really see it anymore because they messed up.
Right.
Now, when they're dragging these bags, they end up there's a lot of people who ended up proving that there are scuba divers attached to these bags. It's actually the scuba divers' backpacks. They show flippers that now see they took them out with video editing programs, but some things like a flipper would get in like one frame, like less than a second. There would be a couple flashes of a flipper or a couple flashes of a man's leg or his like ass or something. Did I say ass? I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to enact the rating system on my channel. I've been skirting by so far, but
I get shook too. But see, look. You can see a little bit more.
See there.
Keep watching. Watch the whole clip. Watch. Here we go. Just watch for him and then watch for parts. Tell me if this is not a damn scuba diver on the ISS in this hole. That's an astronaut right there. That's an astronaut.
Right.
And then you got to look. You can even see. Now look over here. There's a tank, and you can see some other stuff moving around right here. He's like, shit, did I get in the shot? This was live. NASA deleted this. Luckily, we were recording it.
That looks like some kind of body moving with that tank under it or beside it. Like somebody's pulling or moving that on, intentionally.
I think somebody started to yank him out of the way. Now, what we're going to do in a future episode, we're going to blow this up, put it in Photoshop, and we're going to look at every frame, and we're going to prove the theory. Did you see that space bubble? It goes by quick.
I did see that little space bubble. It did go by quick.
This is a great one.
Yep. Oh, wow.
Now, do you think that's an ice crystal, Dark Wolf? What do you think?
Well, again, it looks like they've been out on this mission for a minute or two, so wouldn't you think there'd be a plethora of ice crystals coming off, not just one single one?
Well, there is, but and as they're out there, you'd think that all of that would get taken care of. Oh my God! So I've got the biggest evidence now. Okay, this is now we're not going to stick on this for a long time, but this is the coup de grace. This is if you had a party, this in your backyard, this would be the party at a college that has like 6 houses on the block all lighting it up. This is it, buddy. Okay.
Those are the parties I miss the most. I mean, moving on.
Oh, exactly. Good old days, right?
Oh, absolutely. The days that I don't remember and wish I hadn't forgot.
That's right. Now, though, hey, you know what we're doing today? We're making the good old days right now. That's what we do on Rockinati. So, okay, this is the first spacewalk of a Russian. It was the first man to ever do a spacewalk, ever come out and walk in space, okay? Now, as he's going up into space in his little rocket, you know, his little rocket man going up in his rocket, he's wearing a helmet. Now, this is him. The helmet is locked in place by a metal band. You'll be able to see it in a second. So, his head is shown in all the other clips of this video being able to move freely inside the helmet, okay?
Uh-huh.
Now, how could this astronaut then turn the helmet just a little while later, only with his head, turn the helmet to face the camera and salute?
That's a whole lot of pressure to do that, especially in a vacuum. That don't sound right.
Well, yeah, they can't let those helmets move like that. You know, it could cause, you know, just all kinds of issues. Now,
yeah, you
these are
always look through the helmet at the astronaut moving his head. Matter of fact, we seen one like that just a night or two when we found an astronaut on live stream. We seen him move his head inside the helmet.
Now, they don't move the helmets. The helmets don't move. We know that.
Right.
Now, we know that there's a metal band holding this helmet on. We know that. Now, this is just, they're just bad at this. Okay, now everybody believed this for the longest time, though. This is from the 60s. Take a look. Watch him and get shook. Here it comes. Watch the helmet.
I'm watching with every bit of eyes. What in the world?
Yes.
No, that's impossible.
Let's see it again. All right. This is the recording of the first spacewalk. Now, this is a Russian. Look at the helmet. You can't do that. Look at that.
No, you can't do that in any spacesuit I've ever been told about.
Thanks, Darkwolf. I've been thinking that for a while. I thought I was crazy.
It's almost like they're making
Now,
fun of it. Like, ha ha, look at me. Here's a salute.
Look, I messed up. When I was editing this video, this is one of my first videos. See how my blue box kind of covers his head? This is the same helmet, the same man, the same mission, the same thing, the same video. Head inside the helmet just a little while earlier before he did the spacewalk. Look at the metal band holding the helmet to the spacesuit. Look at that metal band. He's moving his head inside that helmet, and look. It's moving inside.
Right.
Tell me that's not crazy, buddy.
The whole helmet's moving to the side. What in the world?
Now, I put those two clips right together. I wish. Did I shake? Did you get shook a little? I'm sorry, bro. That's the last thing I want to do. That's the last thing I really want to do is shake you up.
Oh, wow. That is incredible footage. In all my years studying conspiracy theories, all my years looking at spacewalks and looking at all the things they've showed us, I've never seen an astronaut turn a helmet on the spacesuit with his head. Ever.
So you got shook, right?
I got shook.
Okay, I get to sing that song then. Darkwolf got shaken up, shaken up. Oh, shaking. I'm sorry, I'll stop.
Shake, 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 shake.
Shake, shake it, shake, shake. Yeah, I tried to shake you, and I got you shook. That's all I was aiming for.
You got me shook.
Now, here's some other issues with the ISS station. Since we were talking about it, I had to go into this. I'm sorry, bro.
Rockinati. I saw the Zetas at Rockinati.
Rockinati, baby. Hashtag Rockinati. Yeah, I just had it up. I'm sorry, I freaking messed it up, bro. Oh, no, here she is now. See, look at all the females. Now, this is how all the female ISS astronauts, they have their hair like this. You see?
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is what bothers me. Now, they don't have to put their hair like this. Most of the female astronauts used to just tie their hair behind in a they tie it up in the back, right?
Right.
In the last few years, every single time you see a female ISS astronaut, only the ISS, they make their hair into these weird perms, and they make them stick right like this. Okay? It's for like dramatic effect.
Right.
Now, let's just say they are on the ISS, because like we are just looking at evidence. We aren't saying anything right now. I'm just showing you what I found. So we're not making judgments. So all I'm saying is, isn't it strange that she wouldn't tie her hair up? Wouldn't it suck if you're floating through the ISS, you got your hair all permed out and crazy. You couldn't push her hair down with 400 pounds of force. She's used like 6 cans of hairspray. You can watch it and see. I'm serious, dude. I wish I had some more of.
I tell you, NASA keeps White Rain in business, don't they?
Okay, now watch. They do, right? Now watch this. Watch how her hair moves. Watch how she moves. Watch how she looks. Look at her hair, because it would whip around if she didn't have it permed like this. It's all for dramatic effect.
Very, very tightly.
See, watch. She's whipping her head around. Look at it. It completely stays in place. It doesn't move freely like in a vacuum, in a gravity, not vacuum, but in an anti-gravity.
No, that the whole physics of why her hair would stand like that is she has to have glue in her. Did somebody? I know what happened. The astronauts thought it funny to all chew gum and put it in her hair while she was sleeping.
It's a trick. They were pranking her. They've been watching YouTube. They know pranks are popular. They pranked her, right? No, that's just how they look. All of them do it. Every one of them. Dude, I wouldn't tell you if it wasn't true. That's how all of them look, dude.
They chew a lot of gum, or we got something else going on here.
Bit of Venom says, which hairspray do they use? You just said it, Dark Wolf. Tell them again.
White Rain.
The best damn hairspray on the market.
I figure that's what they would call these ice crystals, right? White Rain. Wouldn't that be some kind of crazy NASA word for them?
Well, yeah, and if you are going to use hairspray, you know the hairspray we use, White Rain. It's the best hairspray out there. You got to plug them. They paid us to advertise. I forgot to bring the bottle. White Rain hairspray for those days when your hair won't stick up on the ISS space station. I'm sorry, dude. I'm getting crazy. Okay. I don't know if this is going to come up, okay? But I'm going to search for the astronaut who was doing a spacewalk and his helmet fills with water.
Oh, I have heard about this one now. This one really, really confused me.
He has an emergency. They pull him in. They get him in because he's out walking. They open the airlock. He goes in the airlock. They get the air locked. He comes through. Okay. Now, he's freaking out, and they're trying to get the helmet off of him. Look in there. Look inside the damn helmet. That's a lot of water, Jerry.
Yeah, he's doing his best to breathe. I see air bubbles now. Like that's a lot of water.
That's the problem. Now when they do spacewalks, sometimes they're out there for a while, and you're going to get thirsty. So some people say they're using what we used in Iraq, which was camel packs. They were these packs of water you wore like a backpack underneath your rucksack in between your back. Mm-hmm. So if you needed to take a drink, you put this little hose nozzle in your mouth. You could drink all you wanted out of the camelback, and then you let it go, and it hangs there, and you got water whenever you need it.
Right.
So they're saying
that would make sense to have.
Well, they have one. They have a water system. Oh, I keep showing you guys my YouTube page. I clicked the wrong button every time. I'm sorry. They have a little water thing, and they're saying that it broke and it flooded the helmet. That's what happened. I don't buy it, though. I just don't buy it. No, they wouldn't let that happen. If it broke, now they would have countermeasures to make sure an astronaut's helmet would not fill with water. So the conspiracy on this is that, and this is a big one though, but they're saying that these astronauts are in the water tank and that some water will leak in, and they pull them in real fast, and they usually would cut the feed, but since this had happened before, they wanted to stage it up, make it look good. So,
Right.
Now, who knows? Who knows? That's just one of them. That's one conspiracy.
I do find it really, really odd to get water in the suit like that. Like, I understand it could be a hydration system that messed up, and that is a logical conclusion. Do we have any more evidences towards that, or is that all we found so far?
Oh, dude, I could go on for the rest of the night with it, really, but,
So there's a whole lot of evidence to suggest that this is the first time this has happened. So it could suggest a whole lot of things. Everybody, make sure you always keep an open mind no matter what you hear and what you see, because there's always new evidence and new information coming out every day.
Exactly. We're not saying that any of this is true. We're also not saying that the ISS is not in space. We believe, I won't speak for you, Dark Wolf. I'm sorry. I don't ever want to do that. But I believe the ISS is up there. Now, personally, I'm just going to tell you, you know how Uni works on on percentages.
Percentages,
Yeah,
probabilities.
thank you. That's the word I couldn't get in my head. I work on probabilities. My probability that the ISS is up there, it's about 95%. Now, I think, though, that they don't have humans up there, and that's why they have this fakery going on. And I think they're using it for experiments. If you refer to my CERN Lucifer experiment, it has nothing to do with Christianity or Lucifer. It's actually an anagram. It's Lucifer. It stands for different things, light, something or other, blah, blah, blah. The thing is, now they mentioned in this document that they would need a station in space to perform more CERN experiments, and I'm only saying CERN instead of other colliders because they said CERN in the document, and that they would need to go into space to perform more collisions the way that they really needed them to. So that's what some people think.
And that makes a whole lot of sense. That would be a good reason to put something up there and show us, yeah, look, see, it's here. But when they show us other things, kind of a 50-50 mixed together.
Now, you can spend an entire YouTube conspiracy session just typing in this stuff and looking for it on the tube. But what I want to propose to all you guys, Jerry, and you can help me out with this one after I say it. When you come to the YouTube, we compile all that evidence and we bring it to you in the most neutral way so that you can make up your own mind. That's what the YouTube is, right, Jerry?
Absolutely. Our network is full of people that will bring you facts, unbiased, unopinionated. Even if they do give their opinions, they will state very clearly, this is what I think. This is not what's going on. They're all about discernment. They're all about bringing you the best information they can find. Here on YouTube Network, we're going to bring the audience everything that they want to see without the repetitious, over repeated things that you get from all the other crazy YouTube channels that hopefully with this new YouTube mix and mashup will be going by the wayside and giving you better content for the other guys to have something to check themselves against. Because we know the audience is going to want the good stuff, the good information, the fun, the enjoyment, and we've got a whole network full of people that is great at bringing it to you.
That's right,
I'm very unbiased on Dark Wolf's Den. Uni is on his channel, and we are on the Rockinati.
And you know what? We've got everyone else, and I hope Alien Addict's still around. He's a busy guy. He's got a youngin, and Alien Addict's on that list. Dr. Lupo's on that list. We've got the UFO Underground. We've put him on the list. I haven't messaged him yet and said, hey, you want to be on our list? But he comes and he watches us a lot, and so he's on the list. He's on the list because not only does he have good stuff over there, and he tells the truth, and he doesn't try to persuade people, and his stuff is fresh. It's not repeated from anyone else. Those are the conditions. We have a lot of people. We're getting bigger, Jerry. We are. We've even got channels wanting us to add them to the list.
That is excellent. We're growing every day, and we promise you, if a channel is added to our list, they will meet a certain criteria. They will be truth seekers. They will be people who are unbiased and want to bring you the best stuff they can find.
And if we have to pull somebody from the list, we're going to do it. And we won't be doing it to be mean or to make them mad. But look, we've spent too much time on the YouTube. Jerry, what should we look at? You got any ideas, buddy?
You know what? I got a great idea. Why don't we look at some news? News is always extremely fun.
Dude, I'm telling you, every single time I ask you that, I go ahead and click something before you even say it. I click it real quick, so I know you don't see it. We've got a small delay. Then you always say what I click. Look, I brought the news up. I clicked it right when you said it, so you didn't know. You're a mind reader.
Known that was incredible. I tell you what, you and I, we stay on that wavelength, and I think that's what really brings this show up. The audience love watching you interact like that. It's insane to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Now here's the problem, Jerry. A few days ago, we did the news on here for Mandela Effect. I wanted to go into Mandela Effects just to go in and say what's up with it today, but you're going to notice Mandela Effect is a smaller news. There's not as many articles written about it, so you have to have more time in the mix in order to get new stuff popping up. Right. So we're seeing a lot of the same articles, so we're not going to be able to do Mandela Effect just for tonight. Doesn't mean it won't pop up later. We're going to still talk some stuff about it later. Just right now, we'll try UFO.
There's always amazing UFO news. What do we got here?
Well, you know, we've got some of the same stuff from a couple nights ago. Let's see if we see anything new real fast. If not, what's going to be the next one? Just so I know, what do you think will be next? Whoa.
Okay, so we're staying with the news aggregator. We've done UFOs. Let's do conspiracy. What do we got under general conspiracy?
Good. That's a good topic, but I found a really cool UFO. But this one was named Nikola Tesla UFO, and I've never heard of a Nikola Tesla UFO. You heard of this, Jerry?
So I have heard of this. This was a conspiracy theory for years. I'm not sure that it got proven, so I'm not saying it is or is not real. However, based on a lot of Nikola Tesla's information about AC and DC power and a lot of stuff he learned and the magnetic fields around it, it was speculated that when the government grabbed his information after he passed, that they used it to design more strategic against the enemy.
Gotcha. So what this thing is telling me so far is Nikola Tesla was a well, we got the picture. So this is a UFO, and look, it'd be piloted by two men. So it would be just an anti-gravity craft. So he was very innovative and mysterious. That's true. And if Tesla hadn't invented everything he did in his time, our technology would be considerably further behind than it is. That's a true statement. What are they saying about this UFO? Oh, look at this. They got another excellent picture. I don't know if this is from Tesla. I'm going to save this one. Oh, I can't save in my news aggregator. That's the one thing I hate about that thing. I can't save pictures because I save everything I see, dude.
You know what? Okay, never mind. We're not skipping in. Never mind. I thought we were about to skip topics.
Oh, no, not yet. But yeah, look at these pictures really quick and just look at this Tesla UFO. Oh, what we got there? Oh, whoop. I don't want to see anyone's toes, but hey, she's cute, buddy.
She is. She's pretty cute. And her friend. There's one for each of us.
All right, let's go, dude. Well, we're ending the show. We got to go meet our girls and take off. No, I'm just playing. Okay. I don't want to make our actual girlfriends mad. They'll be slapping us after this if I keep talking like that.
Yeah, mine's probably going to kick me here in a minute if I keep talking.
Okay, we got a really good statement into the chat room. We have, we're going to move up. He says, Mystique UFO Pirate says, did they open the doors to hell or something? Mystique, we're going to talk about that, but will you do me a favor? If you're there and you hear me and you think about it, you said, did they open the doors to hell or something? Will you type exactly what you meant while me and Jerry try to answer your question in a more general way? Jerry, do you think that these scientists and that these conspiracy topics maybe are coming from a dimension that could be similar to hell from a scientific standpoint? What do you think about that?
All right. From a scientific standpoint, I think I can spin that around pretty well. So if CERN and D-Wave, and I will point to CERN because we know they have a D-Wave computer. There's probably many other particle accelerators that do it too. But if you got two companies who are talking about opening a doorway and really working together to do this, now there's a good possibility they open the doorway to somewhere we don't want to be, like, say, the gates of hell. Now, I'm leading somewhere, I promise. So these are the same people, CERN, who created the internet. So you know they've got a direct link and backdoor right into the internet. So if they were to hook their internet up to, say, the doorway machine, it's very possible, and the idea is very credible, and I covered this in my last video, as a matter of fact, that we could sometimes see news articles or even talk to people, perhaps, that are connecting to the same internet, but on another realm.
Bit of Venom said, too much fun here, Unirock. We are having fun, buddy, aren't we?
We always try to have fun, and you know what's great? Not only are we having fun, that proves that our Rockinauts also love having fun with us.
Hey, we're just hanging out together, bud. That's what these live streams are for. We're good friends. Everybody down in that chat room, they're our friends. Man, it's just nothing better that technology's gotten to a point where we can meet up and we can show them some cool stuff and they can all sit and talk about it and we can interact with them. Dude, this is the funnest part of the YouTube experience. Oh, did I say YouTube? I meant NewTube experience. Anyway, I liked what you said about that. I also agree. Now, I will say something scary, and I'm not trying to scare anybody because we like to go from a very genuine place and we like to just speak our minds, and that's all I'm doing. I want to tell you, I've done a lot of research, Dark Wolf. Me and you've done a lot of research together.
Absolutely.
Research. Yeah, and the more I look at this stuff, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep the cam off of you that time you were talking. I'll work on that a little more. The more I research, oh, it's all good, buddy. The more I research this, though, the more I think that what UFO, Mystique UFO pirate said is very true. Now, I'm also bitter truth then said right after she said that will define hell. And that's the thing. I don't think that in this statement, in this scenario, it doesn't matter what you would call hell. I'm saying that there's a dimension where there are some bad things, okay? And, oh, the Unirock effect experience, we're bringing it right to you, Dr. Michael Miller, PhD. You know it, buddy. But anyway.
Add on Facebook and Twitter and share us over there, guys.
Hashtag Unirock effect. We should just call this the Unirock effect. Hey, we got to keep Dark Wolf in there, too. Anyway, listen.
Yeah.
All I'm saying. That's right. All I'm saying here, though, okay, all I want to say, though, is I think that that they're coming from a place and they're trying to hide it. I think when people hide things from you, they aren't your friends. I think when they try to hide things from you, they have bad intentions. I think that every human being, my cat, you guys know my cat had kittens now. She just finished getting them out, right? Even my cat looked at me and she had this look on her face that was so just like she was in so much pain, man. And like I looked into her eyes, man, and I'm not trying to be all mushy or weird or anything. I'm just saying my cat was feeling it, okay? And we want to think that there are people hiding things from other people when we have animals that can really feel and really express their emotions is where I'm trying to come from. No one should be hiding anything from us, man. Don't you think, Jerry?
There's no reason to hide any information. And anybody who thinks, like the government says, the people can't handle it, well, I really believe the people should be left the decision up to them. I believe the information should be presented to them in the best means possible, and the people should make up their own minds what they want to do with it. Like disclosure. I think disclosure is a wonderful idea. There's a lot of people who have varied ideas on this. The government says, oh no, people will go mad and they'll lose their minds. I don't see that happening. I think if they come out tomorrow and said, okay, guys, we found another planet. It's full of life. There's all kind of people there. They're going to come visit us, and we're going to meet up in 2 weeks. I think everybody would just throw parties and be super excited. You know, the ones that didn't say, you know, the government's lying, that's not true either.
That's right, Jerry. Now, also, buddy, what did Third Phase, when they came on, what did they say about disclosure? Do you remember?
I do, and it was very, very intriguing because they brought up the point that, you know, I'm going to go biblical for a minute, but I'm not endorsing any religion or idea. So, yeah, disclaimer, go biblical for a minute. If Jesus were to come back tomorrow, everybody would just kind of look up and shake their head because it's expected. If the Buddha showed back up tomorrow, everybody look at their head and go, oh, they told us that was coming. If a meteor come in and we were told about, we wouldn't be surprised. So, you know, I think since they've drip-dropped so much information, that's kind of what Third Phase was saying there. They've drip-dropped so much information that I think if and when it does happen, people will just look around and go, huh, well, we seen it coming.
Jerry, that's why I ask you these questions, buddy. You nailed it. You nailed it on the head. You nailed that. You hit that nail with a hammer and stuck it right into the wall, bro. That's exactly right. We are being, now it's a conspiracy theory about a conspiracy theory, but the conspiracy theory about the conspiracy theory is that we're being conditioned through conspiracy to be able to accept some of these things. That people like the truth seekers are unintentionally showing people they're helping them cope for when this happens. That the people who watch this stuff will have prepared some people to handle it better. That's just a theory, but I think it's interesting.
That's probably one of the best theories I've ever heard, because we see this in the media a lot. We see this in movies, television. I did notice that, and this is a little off topic, but last season's television, I know I counted, without exaggeration, 4 shows that were about nothing but different versions and forms of time travel. So if they're programming and you know, dropping hints, you know, you got to keep wondering what they got next for us.
That's right, Jerry. Now listen, I brought up third phase for a reason. I knew that you would. I knew you'd have some good stuff to say. It gave me time to bring up the thing that third phase asked us to look at. So this is it.
Yes, when they were on, they did make a request for us.
They said to look at Google Earth 3D. It's a new. Well, you're looking at it right now. Now, what Blake said. Look at this. Sorry, we have no imagery for this square. Look at that. Well, there's that one there. Huh. As you zoom in, some of it's not there. Now, Blake was saying this stuff is Blake Cousins of Third Phase of Moon, a very big channel, came on to our show, our second show, and he looked at he was talking to us. He was speaking so good about it, you know, and I just appreciate that, because regardless of any other stuff that happens with politics in YouTube and with other people and relations between people and what people think, when a channel who has succeeded tells you that they like your stuff, it makes you feel good.
It really does. That was really an honor, and I don't care if people agree or disagree with Third Phase. They've been around for a long, long time, and to have them come in our very second live stream and endorse us and tell us they enjoy what we're doing, that was one heck of a compliment to me.
Jerry, dude, I kind of like this. I'm kind of glad that he showed this to us. It looks just like kind of like a Google Earth, but they're saying it's Google 3D. Oh, we got different options over here. I can hit satellite. I can hit terrain. Oh, and it brings up a different map. Political. I can hit political. What's this going to show us?
Well, let me ask you, do you know if this is real time or not?
That's what I need to know.
Okay, so we're going to do investigation later, guys, and find out and make sure this is or is not real time. We'll definitely get back to you with that information.
Whoa. Look at the bottom. Is this what Blake was trying to tell us?
Most likely he was telling us something to look at that's odd. We need to discern something from it.
Look at the bottom of this little map. Did you see that? Look at Antarctica. Why does it look like that, Jerry?
That is really strange.
I haven't even opened this up yet, bub.
They're missing a portion of Antarctica down there, it looks like to me.
Well, look at it. It's all spread out. It looks like it's the whole edge of the world right here. I know Antarctica is a circle, so that's why it looks like that most likely.
Right.
When you look, let's go ahead and look in Google Earth, because you know I'm always prepared.
Absolutely.
Okay, so what it is here's the center. So imagine taking the center of it and then peeling it out on a flat map. That's what this is. That's what this has done.
Ah, gotcha.
See? Now that may be why it looks like it covers the entire bottom. Now let's go over by South America and let's look at Antarctica, because we've been talking about Antarctica a lot on this show.
We really have. And I was looking forward to coming back for part 2 of this, because there's a whole lot of anomalies down here in Antarctica.
You can get so close.
What in the world? Are we looking in the water? Okay.
We're looking at an iceberg, and look, you can even get so close that you see the display. You see the foam on the water from the waves. That's how close we can get.
Wow, that is really close. This 3D imagery.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, so let's go back down to the center of that. I want to go back down to the center of that iceberg where we just were. Yeah, you see that square? Yeah, that empty square?
Yeah.
I've seen a whole lot of those all around Antarctica, especially on the edge. They got a lot of those empty squares there.
Oh, yeah, you do, buddy.
It's almost like their interest is to something.
I just think this is fascinating. Look at how real this looks compared to Google Earth. Let's go in on Google Earth just to get a comparison. I mean,
Right.
Google Earth still looks real, but you see how Google Earth kind of stretches and warbles and such. And it's hard to load things. It's not really that easy to load this stuff on Google Earth once you look at it from this. Look, I'm not getting any type of detail.
Google Earth is a lot more patched together and more basic than the 3D version.
Ooh, I can get pretty close over here though. But I think
there.
Look at this. But I can still get a little bit closer over here. I just think this is fat. Oh, dude, it's almost like I can go down and walk on this sucker.
Right.
Look at that.
Wouldn't it be cool to have a 3D walkthrough of Antarctica? Not that they would show you everything that's really there, but wouldn't it be cool to walk across the snow without freezing everything you got off?
Oh, for sure, buddy. Oh, we were just on that little island. We weren't even down in it yet.
Maybe we can build Antarctic snowmen.
Hey, I like that idea. Man, this thing is I just love Antarctica so much. It's so mysterious, and we got a lot of detail.
There's a whole lot of speculation of what could be under that ice, and that's what makes it so brilliant. Because like we spoke of last night, if we look at the Perry Reese map, that showed a landmass where the ice now covers, so we know there's some kind of land under there and always has been. So the idea of what could be hidden under there from an ancient culture we haven't even found yet, and that's just a theory. We're only discussing ideas, but the idea that there could be information from ancient cultures that we haven't even begun to find because it's under that much ice, that is an incredible thought in and of itself to me.
Now, now on Google Earth, I can just type in New York and I can hit enter, and it'll take me there. While I'm trying this, it's not really helping. It's not working, but I do have lists over here. I got like, a list of different countries. I want to find the United States. Actually, I'd like to go to England.
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
Let's go say hi to our friend Alien Addict and our friend Disintegral, the United Kingdom. And let's go see if we can't look down in their window. You want to? Or we think they get mad about that?
They're at. Well, as long as
you're cutting out a little there, buddy. Yeah, we're losing you. I'm going to just go ahead and try to see what I can find real quick. I wanted to bring this up for a reason, like everything else we do. Jerry, you coming back there? Can I hear you?
Back in it. Here we go, guys. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Okay. Well, I don't know what I'm doing. It's taking me into the middle because I'm not doing this right. Sorry, I'm just kind of enamored by all this.
Maybe we could find Stonehenge. Has you got a way to type in Stonehenge? Maybe take a look at it.
Yes, sir. Ashbury, Amesbury. Oh, looky there. Right there. Oh, dude, that was such a good idea, Dark Wolf. I love this place. Whoa. You can see the people walking on the road really well.
Oh, wow. That's one of the best shots I've ever seen of Stonehenge.
Yeah, look at this. You can see the outer ring here. You can see the ring in here.
What an incredible find, because nobody really knows who built Stonehenge or what purpose it actually served. There's speculation that it was a calendar of types for, say, the solstices and whatnot, but there's no real proof of who exactly built Stonehenge. And that just makes it such a great conspiracy.
Jerry, look at this. So look, we got Stonehenge right here, and look, we got little circles in the ground that you can see from up here. Look at this one. See that?
Oh, wow. Maybe many hinges before that?
It looks like it's part of Stonehenge. It's just out real far, but look, you can barely see this one.
Okay, concentric circles in a circle. That's interesting. I wonder if there's more of them. I'm suggesting it's in a circle.
But yeah, no, you can definitely see that one there, but, I wonder if people on the ground can tell that.
And that makes you wonder, doesn't it? Because, also like the Nazca lines, you can't see them from the ground, but in the air, they're clear as day.
There's a lot of really peculiar shapes near Stonehenge.
You know what else shows up a lot around Stonehenge? You see a lot of these fields right here all around Stonehenge. Mm-hmm. Well, you get a whole lot of pictures showing up in these fields, crop circles.
Yeah.
is known for a lot of intriguing crop circles. What is your thoughts on that, Uni?
Well, sorry, I didn't get a. I go sometimes. I get on these live streams and we go so long while doing them. I don't eat anything and I get real weak. I don't know why. I got to start reminding myself to eat while we do this. You know.
I know what you mean. I got a meal calling my name when we're done.
Oh, dude, I can't wait. Okay. You know, crop circles are amazing. They're one of my favorite bits of conspiracy. I have a lot of them. I have a lot of videos on crop circles, but I did them early on. And, you know, I show the really cool ones, like the crop circle where there is a digital message left in it with binary code. A binary code message left inside of a crop circle that was drawn in the dark. I know. Have you heard of this? Because it's pretty popular, but yeah. So I'll talk for a second while we wait on you to come back. But here it is. So yeah, this crop circle. Now you can see this is a real. I promise you, I'm not making this up. It was shown on Ancient Aliens. It's been shown on many different conspiracy type places. I know you guys have heard of this, but we've got this. You back, Jerry?
I'm back. We got some technical difficulties coming in on our end. It should be cleared up pretty quickly.
That's okay, buddy. Look now, we've got a crop circle. Can you see it? It's got a face of a gray alien right here, right?
Oh, I do see this. Could you bring it over a little more into the screen, please?
I'll try for us here. I think I can. Oh, yeah, I got it. Oh, no, this is so good because I need to show all
there
this.
we go. There we go. I'm seeing this clear as day. Now, I love this example right here. This crop circle right here, yes, that one right there, the colorful one. If you go back up and sit on it for a minute. Yeah, that one right there.
Well, let's hold on. Let's go. We're going there. I just I don't want to jump, though. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Sorry, but I got a little ahead of myself there. I get excited when it comes to crop circles. I think they're great.
You're fine, buddy. No, we're going there. You already sensed it, so that's good. But what I wanted to tell him was, I want to make sure. Hey, Rao, what's up? Rao just got here. Hey, buddy. I'd type, but I will in a minute. I'll get into the chat in a minute. You know.
Hey, Rao, great to have you.
Yeah, Marlena's in there, Beth's in there, Nicola's in there, Nicola Simpson. Hey, have you seen this, Nicola? Yeah, this is an alien face crop circle. Now listen. When they walked out and saw that this crop circle had been made, they didn't even know what it was because it's made with lines so perfectly that you can't even tell what it is when you're standing on it. But when you fly up into the sky with a helicopter or an airplane, someone was so intrigued and they're like, all these little lines and dots have to make something. I bet we can't see it from the ground. So they went up into the air, they look down and they see a big ass alien looking them right in the face, man. So now listen, this circle, the circle sitting next to the crop circle or next to the alien. Now, there was a few really smart guys. So they took lots of pictures of this to catalog.
Wait. I thought that was the seal of approval.
Well, it could have been.
Go ahead. I apologize.
That could be the new. Let's do that with our new tube seal of approval. We'll just make like our little. We'll hide some stuff in the circle. That'd be cool. Okay.
That would be a lot of fun.
Well, anyway, so look, that little circle there, he said, I'm going to look at it like a CD-ROM or like a hard drive on a computer because, you know, slower hard drives that aren't made with sticks of computer memory are made with computer disks. There are these disks, these ones that can store massive 500 gigs, a terabyte of information. And so he read the dots. He read it like binary code from the center out in a spiral, just like a CD does. And there was there was a message.
There was a message.
A message. The message within the disk was deciphered using the standard 8-bit binary code known as ASCII.
Oh, wow.
American Standard Code for Information Interchange. A lot of video games that are done in ASCII are wonderful. I'll talk about them sometime. The cipher starts at the center of the disk and spirals outward counterclockwise. This is also the same read pattern that a compact disc or DVD uses. See, I do my homework.
Absolutely. This is old technology. This goes all the way back to the record when you would indent the record to play back.
Well, yeah, now look, so it's showing you here that this little one here is a bit, and this little right here is a delimiter, a half bit. Okay, anyway, so when you put them all together, they read it out like this, and they translated this message. Now, this is one of the most fascinating things in the conspiracy world that I've ever seen. It says, beware the bearers of false gifts and their broken promises. Much pain, but there's still time. There is good out there. We oppose deception. Conduit closing.
Ding.
Ding. Now, so in the conspiracy world, what some people have done is drawn conclusions from this, that this picture, that this crop circle, now I'm telling you right now, Dark Wolf, let's just say me and you are the best crop circle makers in the history of mankind, okay? Let's say we get our flashlights and our little boards and our ropes, and we walk out, and we're going to step down some crops and make a circle. For one, look at how big this is. This is enormous, okay? Those are rows of crops. The lines, the double lines you see are the rows that you can walk through. A human being would barely, you wouldn't be able to see the human being walking through those rows, those little lines.
Oh, there's no way.
Now, men or women, men and women went out, and this is what government will tell you, and they stomped these down and somehow encoded the picture of the alien in a way that you could not see it from the ground. Then, in the same night, this was all done in one night, by the way, they managed in the dark to start in the center of this circle and knock it down so that it perfectly transmitted that message.
In a perfect binary circular formation.
Yes. ASCII is a little more complex than binary also.
Oh, ASCII is extremely complex. When I did computer programming years ago, I remember ASCII was not the easiest thing to learn. So if you and I were doing this, we would need easily a week, even just to set it up. There's no way. In the day.
You'd need a week. You'd need rulers and tape measures and ropes. And dude, I'm just telling you, some of these crop circles. Oh, you cut out, buddy. I couldn't hear you.
I said, in a helicopter so we can make sure we can see it from above. Like, this takes a whole lot of work to do something that intricate.
We need a helicopter, and we need a lot of beer, because we would be so bored if we didn't have beer. We would lose our mind.
Without beer, I don't know what I would be doing. I didn't know what I could do without a beer.
Oh no. Now listen though. I don't think. Now I'm going to tell you what I think. We do this a lot. We got to give you our opinion. I don't think human beings could do this.
There's not a doubt in my mind. There's no way human beings could. And if it did, it would take a group of a whole dorm room full of college kids to do this in one night. And the accuracy is just too much. There's no way those perfect lines to that degree and that specific bit mark ASCII symbol could show up just by, especially the larger group of people you have to do this, the more anomalies and problems you're going to have due to human error. There's no way I can buy humans did this. I'm sorry. That's no.
Well, thanks, Dark Wolf, because you said my thoughts exactly. See, if humans did this, they would mess it up. They would have to. Now, look, let's say they went to practice, right? They went to practice doing something complex like this. People would know, for one. Now, also, we got to remember that they successfully left the code in it. So what we got to do now, we got to do what we do with everything else, because we haven't. Oh, we got Lions Ground in here. Oh, Lions Ground. Hey, it's all fine, man. We've got one tomorrow coming up, and we'd love to have you, buddy. We'll be right here waiting on you. Just email me, call me if you want, Facebook me, but we'll get you in here because we'd love to have you, buddy. We're really happy you're here.
Love to have you, Lions.
All right, now listen. So here's the deal. Here's what we do when we come up on something that is puzzling and that stumps us, right? So what we do is we're going to come up with our 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of like questions, but kind of like facts. And then we're going to try to find out what's probable and what's not, and we're going to narrow this down. We've done this every day that we do this show. We usually do it on different topics, but this is an important one, and people need to think about this. So look, number one. Oh,
definitely.
It's a crop circle. So number 1 is going to be that humans made it. That's what they tell us. Dark Wolf, you've got number 2.
All right, number 2, it is some kind of rare light anomaly from the sun.
Okay, so you're like, okay, so light came down, and the crops were affected somehow, and yeah.
Burnt this right into the crops just that perfectly.
Okay, well, we're going to say it was natural phenomenon of some kind, because they say sometimes
Okay.
that crop circles can be left by the wind, is what some people have said. It's just some people trying to come up with an explanation because they can't comprehend that it could be something else. So they'll say it's natural. So that's natural. Now, number 3 is that it was left by, now most people say that a crop circle is left by an actual UFO craft landing. So we're going to say a UFO.
Okay. Or,
Well, I'm also, I'll go ahead and put I'll put number 4 in there, because the other one is, now, guess what is near this? There's actually a thing near this that really ties into all this, like a area.
So what area is this near?
It's near a radio telescope.
Really? Any particular radio telescope?
I'd have to research this, but I know.
Okay. Maybe you were leading somewhere.
I'm not saying it's like super near, okay, but I'm just saying I know that it could have been this one. There's two crop. We're going to look at the other crop circle. We're almost there, but this crop circle is also, I think it's actually right behind the radio telescope. I'm just going to go ahead and say it because I think that I'm about 70% there. But listen,
all right.
Now from that radio telescope, Carl Sagan sent a radio message into space in the 70s. And that people say that this is the response. They showed these gray aliens because they're the evil aliens. They can't fly here. There's no wormhole to travel through in their theory, in this theory. So what they did is they're so good at manipulating nature, and they understand how nature, and they understand how things work so well that they were able to send a message through space, and when it got here, it was left in the crops, because they knew if they left it any other way, there could be a chance that people wouldn't get it.
Right. So you're putting that for number 5. It is a message being sent from a happy race?
Well, we're going to say that's number 4, a message.
Okay, so I've got number 5. Number 5 is from our viewers. We love our Rockinauts. Mystique UFO Pirate said, can our satellites with a beam of some kind do this kind of stuff?
And that's kind of like the last one. So that's really good, because that means that me and her had this like same thought at the same time. But the last one we had was how they sent the message to us. So yeah, that's good too. Now look, what I want to go ahead and do right here, just because of the complex nature of this message, we're going to say humans didn't do it. I'm going to say it wasn't natural, just because that's where this is. This is where it's at for me. I don't think this is natural. I really think this is either a message of some kind from somewhere. I'm not going to say, anything. I'm not going to guess. It's a message, or maybe it's left by, maybe a UFO flew by and wanted to leave a message, so it was like zip and just left it. That's me. That's only me, though.
Right. That makes a lot of sense too. Either way, it seems like it's warning us about something, doesn't it? It's clearly sending a warning message saying beware of basically false prophets. That's paraphrasing.
Mm-hmm. So let's go ahead and slide up here, so there's a telescope. All right. That thing's enormous, because right here is a building. See how the building is? So a human being would be like the tip of my mouse cursor. Okay. So there's the telescope. And then right behind that radio telescope is this crop circle that's very complex. Look at how enormous and complex this one is. Just enormous.
This is a really, really intriguing crop circle, because when I did some research on this one, I found out that the pattern actually matches the Fibonacci sequence.
Yep. And it does. And also, this is the pattern that was left in the message response to now Carl Sagan's message that he sent out looked like this on the left. Now at the top, he's saying that this is the elements that make us up. Okay. And then right here, it's carbon. Okay. And down here it says, and then we got the DNA, our DNA, and they show us. Now what this is it's a radio message that could be converted to this with bits, and it's mathematical. So if any intelligent people got it, they'd say, what's the most basic language we could communicate with these people with? Well, it'd be mathematics. So any intelligent civilization would be able to decipher this if they got the signal. Now, the bottom part of this in purple is the telescope. This is our telescope, the one that looks like an M. Well, you see the one on the right, that is the alien. This is the response we got in a crop circle. And look at the bottom of it. It looks like the telescope or it looks like the crop circle by that telescope. It looks like the Greys sent this message. You can see the gray alien. You can see that their DNA is different than ours. You can see that they actually have silicon as their base element instead of carbon. And they both have the same mathematical calculation system that you see at the very top.
You know what's really intriguing about everything you just said? I'm going to touch on a couple of points. The silicon. A lot of people say the gray aliens, especially the claimed abductees, say the gray aliens have this sheen that like it's a suit over them, but there's no zip or anything. If they're made out of silicon, that would very much explain why they would look as such, along with the slits in their whole design form.
You know, silicon's one of my favorite elements. It feels so nice.
Silica sand, right? Pure silica.
Well, no, that's what they use for breast implants.
Okay, yeah, but there's this form of silicon that comes from sand, from basic element.
Yeah, that's why it's my favorite. I just love silicon. So
it's not out of the realm of possibility at all to think that another natural element. Yeah, I'm trying not to go there, buddy. I'm really trying.
I was trying to get you there, but yeah, you wouldn't.
I get kicked. I keep talking certain things. Like she's got a mean foot. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Mine's a sleeper. I'd be worried too. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. Wait till the live stream goes up later. You're gonna pay.
I know, right?
Okay, speaking of going up later, guys, I'm gonna plug real quick here. For those who don't know who are joining us, like every night, this is being shown on Uni's channel. However, if you want to watch it again, if you want to show your friends, if you want to share this out into the public, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you want to share it, you can find this on my channel, darkwolfsdenyt. We do the Mandela Effect Theory series. We also do these Rockinati shows after post. So I hope everybody goes over there and checks them out, share them, like them, subscribe, along with anybody on the YouTube network. If you like what they do, and any other YouTuber for that matter, if you like what they do, if you enjoy their stuff, if they're bringing you good, solid information, or they're just silly and you like the funniness of them, like their stuff, subscribe to their stuff, because that does a lot for YouTube and how they choose what videos come up in people's search bar and whatnot. But that also personally gets the YouTuber behind it, the person making those videos, that extra boost of courage and that extra boost of oomph they're going to need to make that next video for you to enjoy. So everybody, please make sure you like, you subscribe, and your show, and go with it. Over to you.
And you give it that click. Now, he's right, because look, we only have a few ways to be rated, and Darkwolf just hit all of them, and that's great information. Now, also, we want to thank Heathcliff from the channel Lions Ground. He stopped by. He said hi. He was gonna come in, but he's in Spain, or Marbella. I think it's in Spain. I hope I didn't just say it wrong. But anyway, Marbella. But yeah, Lions Ground has a great channel. He does a lot of the same stuff we do. The most professional channel you ever saw. This guy has the content. He has the stuff. If you haven't gone and visited Lions Ground, I'm not just plugging a channel because he's my friend. I'm going to tell you the truth. You will thank me once you go, because he's got like hundreds of videos. And I'm going to tell you right now, the first time I found him, I just watched and watched and watched. Not a lie. Now listen, I wanted to go into this 3D a little more with this Google 3D thing they've got going on. I mean, it's really cool. It's really fascinating. I don't know what else I can do. Oh, look, I can bring up roads. Good.
Wow.
It says Apple. I don't know what Apple means. Topography. Now we got retro. You can look at the map in like a retro way, I suppose.
Oh, wow. Like the old maps, the way they used to draw them.
That's
like an atlas map.
Yeah. Let's go back to simple. Oh, no, we want to go to our satellite, because we want to look down here at New York. And I want to look at Manhattan, but I'm in the wrong place. And it's really hard to find where you're at on these 3D maps. Let me go ahead and just type it in. Now, I want everybody to also just check these out. Now, what we're going to be doing now, we're going to be looking for cool things on the Google 3D maps because we look for cool stuff in Google Earth all the time. But
this is completely live. This is not scripted, so we have no idea what we're going to find till we get there.
And yeah, we want, you know, when you guys aren't doing anything and you got some time on your hands, if you find something cool, our emails are in the about sections of our channels. Now we just got, okay, let's go in and look. We got Washington, D.C. Yep, here's Washington, D.C. And I want to look at it because we're going into a different topic, and I think this will kind of lead us there. Do you see what I'm looking at?
All right. I see a very, very intriguing pattern in the road system right there. I think I've seen that symbol a couple times before.
Did you know that it was embedded into our nation's capital?
Our nation's capital? No, I had no idea we had crazy symbology in the roads of our nation's capital.
Oh, well, I'm glad I showed you because this is a big conspiracy. Now, of course, the roads and Washington, D.C. was made by Freemasons. I have a video on this. But they actually embedded a pentagram. This is right in the tip of the pentagram. Look what's there. You've seen that house, that big old house before. That's our White House, and behind it is that big thing, the monument. There it is. Or no, that may not. Oh, there it is. You've seen looking at the top of the Washington Monument there, the obelisk. You know that.
Is that what I'm looking at?
I don't think that might not be it. Hold on. It's right around here. It is right around here. But anyway, I wanted to focus on it might be down here. Oh yeah. It's around here somewhere. But anyway. Oh no. Anyway, who cares? All I'm doing you see now look. It's the pentagram in our roads, in our capital.
Well, that's a pentagram in a pentagon, if I'm not mistaken there.
There you go, buddy. Now the thing is, you're going to find all kinds of symbolism and symbology of this kind of stuff in Washington, D.C. and other places. But did you know Washington, D.C. is not a part of any state? It's its own. It's like the Vatican.
It's its own city-state? So they have their own governing laws then?
The District of Columbia is just like the Vatican. It has its own governing laws and it's got its own stuff going on over there. Tell me that's not crazy.
See, that's why this is a great channel. You always learn something new every day. If not, your day has been wasted. We try to bring you all kind of new information.
Oh, we got Creamy. He's telling me it's near the shore, straight south of the White House. He says, oh, he does see it, dude. Creamy, you rock, bro. There it is. It was just hard to see because look how, it looks kind of weird from the top.
I'll be darned. There it is.
This is why
spot for it, because you see these circles that's making up the outer area around the monument.
That's what I was going to say.
I swear we just seen those same kind of circles not 10 minutes ago, maybe 15.
Oh yeah, doesn't that look kind of like a weird little face and just some kind of weird little thing? Like it's just,
that really does. If you spin it around just right, I'm not sure. I think the White House is at the head, but embedded in there also, and you guys can go look this up. I'm not sure we're going to be able to find it or not. There is perfectly after the show. You can see an owl in the layout of the land, of the road system. Just like your pentagram we just seen, there's actually an owl formation.
So there's two big eyes. And look, this looks like these two little ears, just like a big old owl face.
Oh,
but
there it is, owl's head. Yes, there's one version. There's actually a couple owls then.
There really is. And they're hard to find. And we've got these things right here. If you've seen cities that have the road systems where they make the circles,
The roundabout, yes.
Oh yeah, I love those things. They're so cool. I get stuck. I just keep on going. I'm like, how do I get out of this damn thing? I'll do it for hours.
I only laugh because I've done it myself.
I know, dude. I know.
And then
we're similar in that way.
Why everybody was looking at me funny.
Yeah, I think that's all we're going to get out of the 3D, though. But I'm glad I got to show that to you because that's just one of those really awesome little things to see.
Our chat room is lighting up. They're saying that also looks a whole lot like CERN with those concentric circles there.
You know what, guys? Thank you. I'm glad you said that. That's so true. And what I always like doing with my viewers, before I even got a lot of Dr. Lupo's viewers, so a lot of my older videos about CERN, I used to take walks with my viewers through CERN.
Yeah, I remember watching those videos. Those
It's all
were
on.
some of the most intriguing ones I think I've seen next to the pamphlets. Like, you do a lot of great work, but some of your stuff is really interesting.
Oh, I'm telling you. We can actually take a 3D walk. We can actually Google maps and walk inside the collider, inside the tunnel, inside the Atlas experiment, inside all of it. We really can. I don't know if I'll be able to take us there, and it really is resource heavy on my browser, and I don't want to crash us, but if it does let us load it, we'll load it. If not, it's okay.
If not, we'll try to find another way in the future, I'm sure.
We've all been through our CERN conspiracies. You know that.
Oh, man, the CERN conspiracy. That is one thing doing the Mandela Effect theory series, or the M.E.T.S. I'm just going to start calling them M.E.T.S. That's what I call it in the videos.
That's all good.
When I started doing the M.E.T.S, that is one thing that I don't care what subject I look into as far as cause, CERN is always somewhere in that list as a possible cause for it. Like, I cannot get away from CERN no matter what I do.
It
I
always
even have
takes you
another
back.
one. Oh, absolutely. I even have another. It's those doorways pulling us in. See, I have another video coming out pretty soon. My next one, I've decided what it is, and it's heavily focused on CERN. So, yeah, no matter what I do, I can't escape it.
Yes. Now, I want us to walk inside CERN because I love showing this to people, but I don't know if we're going to be able to get there without my links. But it is cool. I mean, it is. They let us do this. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is one of those types of things that's well, we'll just say it's one of those types of things that they're letting us do it just so we can feel comfortable, I think. Would that make sense?
That would make a lot of sense because the best thing they want to do is keep the population calm and quelled. That way, they don't ask many questions about what's really going on.
So yeah, buddy, I know I just said we'd walk inside CERN, Dark Wolf. Well, here we are. We're at the Atlas experiment right now, and we are technically walking in CERN. Let's take a step. That door looks cool. You think we should go through there? Let's go. We can walk right through this thing, right through all the hallways, all the passageways. You can even look at all the different
walls with this thing.
Oh, you sure can. Now look, we're inside the tunnel. We're inside. This is where the beam, the particle beam, goes through here. I wish I would have thought about doing this tonight on Dr. Lupo's show. Next time we go to Doc Lupo's show, I wanted to go and take Doc Lupo with us because he likes this kind of thing.
Oh, Dr. Lupo would have a great time walking the halls of CERN. That might be something we'll have to expose him to at a later time on this show or his own.
Well, yeah, we'll get him in here and we'll see if we can get him to do it. But yeah, this is the particle collider. This is the beam tunnel. This is that famous thing we've talked about so many times. If we could just close our eyes and just appear on the other side of that browser, we would see it exactly as it is. So crazy, right?
Oh, that is insane, man. Like, I would love to watch this thing in action on a feed like this. Too bad we can't do that, huh?
Oh, yeah, I know. Actually, we kind of can.
Oh, can we?
We can watch now the collisions aren't going on right now, but when the collisions are going on, I promise you, Dark Wolf, and I'll show you here in a week or two, guys, whenever they start this back up and they start colliding again, we'll watch some of those collisions because I've got them.
Oh, that would be incredible. I cannot wait to see that. And I'm sure the Rockinauts would love to see that in action.
I will say, oh, go ahead. Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt you, bub.
Oh, no, I was just saying, I'm sure the Rockinauts would love to see that too, because we do talk about CERN, even on our own specific channels, a lot.
For sure. And I will say that some of the access I have to the CERN server isn't necessarily, well,
above the line.
Okay, that's as far as we'll go, but yeah. Yeah, I've been in there before. Probably. That's how I got some of that stuff I put on my channel, I will say.
Well, the pamphlet was an amazing find. I got to say that the information in that pamphlet was just mind-boggling. And at the very least, it makes you really step back and question what they're trying to say.
Mm-hmm. It just got me, man, because I found a video that was made like a month after I made mine, and he had about 1,000 views less than me, and he did pretty much my entire presentation word for word almost.
Oh,
I mean, he followed the same line, and I just wish he would have just thrown – if he would have just – I told everybody. I gave him the link. I told him where to get it at. I said, just if you use this, please just mention my channel. Now, if he did mention my channel, I'll apologize to the guy. I didn't hear it, but I didn't watch the whole video because it made me kind of sick, but –
and it's channels like that, not necessarily this person's channel, but channels that regurgitate information and don't come up with their original research and really put the work into it, that are the ones we're trying to avoid. And that's why we offer the alternative over here on the Rockinati show, because we try to do the research not on our own, not by ourselves, not in a Google Hangouts together, but we do it in front of you so everybody can see what we're doing in real time.
Yeah, and I'm not mad. Now, trust me. Look, here's the video I talked about. See, look, even look at the guy's front page and then look at mine. I mean, I used to have this as the front page of mine right here, but I changed it up. I changed it up a little. I was like, fuck that. He's even got, oh, look, mine was 2 months ago. His is 1. I said people could use it. I just wanted credit. Now, I'll go to his about section because I just want to see if the dude credited me. Nope. Oh, look. Oh, here he goes. Oh, from a YouTube video. Might have been yours. Yeah, it was mine.
Even reply.
Just wanted a shout out. I'm just telling him all I wanted was a shout out. Never want to argue with another channel. Don't want it to upset anybody. So absolutely. All I ever care about.
Stay positive. Sorry to be over talking.
That, you know, you didn't, buddy. You didn't. Sometimes I can't hear you, so it's not. I'm sorry, but yeah, all I ever want is anyone can use any of my stuff. I just would like them to say, "Got this from Unirock," because it's going to help me grow. So they'll be doing. I'm doing them a favor. They're doing me a favor. You know.
Help each other out. That's what it's all about here.
That's right. Now, we do have a couple things we have to do before we forget.
Yes, sir. We're starting to draw towards the close of the show, so.
Yeah. We do this awesome thing. We actually came up with it last night. It's super fun. Now, guys, get ready. I hope you guys are still in there listening. I know we've been on for a while. What I hope you'll do is I'm going to start hitting the random article on Wikipedia. So I want you guys, whoever types stop first is when I'm going to stop going through the random articles, and we're going to just look at one of the whatever random article pops up at the first person who says stop. Oh, we got a 9. Okay. 9 means stop, right?
9 means no, actually.
Oh, we're going to keep going. 9 means no. Sorry.
All right, what do we got? Somebody, whenever you're ready, guys, throw us a stop in the chat.
It's about a 15-second delay.
Random article.
They'll probably give it in just a second.
Gotcha.
Because I think they're hearing us just now.
Gotcha.
Oh, we got to stop. We didn't get a stop. I was just messing around.
Had me wondering in my chat missed it. Halt. I'll take halt for a stop.
Oh, well, hey. Oh, and we got touchpad. It's a tracking or pointing device featuring a tactile sensor, a specialized surface that can translate motion to your computer so you can control it. I don't know when it was invented. I was going to look, but let me shrink this a little. It's hard to read that big.
Number 2 is history. Go ahead and click number 2 and we can find out exactly when it was invented.
1982 by Apollo desktop computers. They were equipped with a touchpad on the right of the keyboard. That would have been kind of weird, huh? Later that year, Gavelian introduced a touchpad above its keyboard. It was first developed for Psion's MC series in '89. Oveta introduced the first laptops in '92, and Circa introduced the first widely available touchpad brand in its Glide Point in '94. Started the trend that is still used today. You know what we do when we get a random article that sucks, Dark Wolf?
We got to re-randomize and pick again.
That's right. We don't like sucky random articles. Give me
all
a stop,
right,
somebody.
so I'm going to close my eyes. I cannot see the screen and stop.
Okay. This is cool. Okay, Edward Martin, a Pennsylvania politician. He was born in 47. Oh, no, he was in office in 47 to 59. Well, anyway, he was an American lawyer, Republican Party politician from Waynesburg, Pennsylvania. Served as the 32nd governor. This guy he accomplished some stuff, buddy.
Holy cow! I see 4 wars this man was in.
Whoa! I passed it. I want to see it. Where is it? Where'd you see that? Oh,
Right back where we were at.
military service, 1898 through 42. He was a major general, dude. That's huge.
He was in the First World War. He was in the Second World War. He was in, it said another one, the Spanish-American War.
Yeah.
He was in a lot of wars.
He sure was. And a major general is. Yeah, he was a 2-star general. Now, it's so rare to get 1-star general. Being 2 stars, that's incredible. This man, he fought a lot of battles. He was in back when it was hard to be in, and you had to be. He was probably a really, really tough guy. This guy, but I will point this out. Every country's heroes, not just ours. This was just random that we pulled him up. Every single country out there has their heroes, and they should be respected because it doesn't matter where you're from. When a man decides he's going to defend his country, then goes to war and does it, that shows so much about the man's character, I believe.
Absolutely. That's a lot. You know, not the fact he went to one war, but he kept going to them. He really believed in this country and stood up for what he believed in. That is absolutely amazing.
And so we want to say, Edward Ed Martin, we know you're gone, but we appreciate what you did, even though we lived much later than you. We still appreciate and recognize the sacrifices you made in life, buddy. Thank you. Now, we only have one more bit of business before we close up. We're going to look at this day
in history.
Okay, didn't we look it up on Wikipedia last time, or does it matter?
I believe we did Wikipedia, but if you find a site that you trust, we can always go with that.
Okay, nope. I like Wikipedia. They never fail us. They always make sure everything's good here. So yeah, here we go. It's April 21st.
Also, we must plug Google. Google is one of the best products in the world. They bring you YouTube. They support the new tube, and they bring you all the stuff we use to bring the show to you every night. So Google products, make sure you use them.
Exactly.
All right, moving on.
Well, no, I mean, I also got to say Google pays the bills around Unirock and YouTube also. And you know, when you want to use a search product, if you want to support us, make sure you search with Google. You can use other ones too, but they'll give you at least a fresh look at what's going on. And always make sure to try out all of Google's products. Google Hangouts is one of the best ways to chat with your loved ones, your friends, or people that you just met. And you can go in, and whoever talks, whoever's doing something, you can share videos, you can share pictures, you can share your screen, you can look at my cat hat, you can look at Jerry's aluminum hat right there, and you know that you can do all kinds of stuff with it to stay in touch with the people you love. Now, April 21st, 2017. How about we rewind to April 21st, 900? Where
900. Now that's an early date.
For sure, Dark Wolf. A debt was pardoned by the Datu of Tondo on the island of Luzon, as inscribed on the Laguna copperplate inscription, the earliest known written document found in the Philippines.
Wow, now that's a wonderful piece of information. That's probably the oldest piece. The second oldest piece so far we've ever found. Okay,
Raul wants us to do something. As soon as we finish, we're going to search for Jeremy Berenstein. Okay. Now, in 1802 on this day, 12,000 Wahhabis from the first Saudi state invaded the city of Karbala, killed several thousand inhabitants, and sacked the city. Now, look, I always think we should look back in history. And I don't mean the history that's close to us. We're talking all of mankind. People back then, they had to worry about going to sleep at night and waking up to something like this. And a lot of shows on television, Game of Thrones and others, they have the scenario where people are at home, they're living life, they're loving it, they love being alive, and other men come in and they just take everything, they kill everyone, and they walk off with everyone's stuff. I just wanted to say that because at this point in history where we are, we can at least sleep easy at night, and I think that's relevant, and it's worth thinking about.
If it wasn't for the many, many people who have given their lives and everything they've had to defend this country and the ones that defend it today, we could not sit here and do any of this.
This country and every country, every country's heroes are always worth remembering. 1863, after the Ottoman Empire exiled him from Baghdad, Baha'u'llah, the founder of the Baha'i faith, began his 12-day stay in the Garden of Ridvan, where he declared his mission: he whom God shall make manifest. So he was making a spiritual journey for 12 days to manifest God better in his life. That's admirable.
That is extremely admirable. This next fact, I love it because it reminds me of something from my childhood. I love Snoopy and Peanuts.
Oh, for sure.
That is one of my favorite articles. And one of the songs I remember as a child was the Snoopy version of the Red Baron.
Yes. I love that episode. Those Snoopies, those Charlie Browns gave you a feeling after you watched them. You felt like you were there. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Those things drawing you into the point you really identified with all those characters, especially Snoopy. I loved Snoopy and his imagination.
Who doesn't love
the reason I brought absolutely. So the reason I brought that up is Uni, if you'll read this next fact here, 1918.
Oh, for sure. Darkwolf Manfred von Richthofen. He's pictured here. That's him. Known as the Red Baron, was shot down and killed near Fossum in France after a career as the most successful fighter pilot of the First World War, with 80 confirmed air combat victories. 80, Darkwolf.
Wow, that's a lot of shoot downs. This man was probably one of the best of his time.
Oh, just imagine it. Each one of those missions, when you go out on a mission and you're in combat, I know this. You know, there's this part of you that just says to yourself, I'm not coming home. And you go out there and you fight like hell just to make sure you get to go home and see your family again. It's amazing that this man did that 80 times and survived. So the next one and the last one, in 1962, Century 21 Exposition, the first World's Fair in the United States since World War II, opened in Seattle. Interesting.
The World's Fair, one of the biggest shows there ever was back in the day. That is where Tesla actually got one of his biggest starts. Real neat story real quick. Nikola Tesla was charged with, he said he could light up the entire World's Fair with no problem. So he was charged with this issue. It took him a very small amount of time. I can't remember the exact, very small amount of time. And when people showed up, he had the entire thing lit up with his version of electricity. And that is what got him his start in taking off with J.P. Morgan and all the other ones he worked with.
Well, hey, now, it was Jeremy Berenstein. I typed in Benny. Jeremy, there he is.
This kind of brings us full circle, I believe, back to what we were talking about on Dr. Lupo's show earlier.
Yeah, because Jeremy Berenstein, he was born in 29, but he was an American theoretical physicist.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm looking at the wrong one. A Berenstein physicist? Wait. Continue.
Berenstein's parents, Philip and a Reform rabbi, and Sophie Reuben Berenstein, named him after Jeremiah. Popular writing, is known for his popular science of writing and scientist, staff, blah, blah, blah. Wait a minute. I'm confused. I'm confused, Darkwolf. I thought that we were...
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, I thought we were looking up the Berenstein family. We were looking up his kid.
So did I. I thought we were looking up Junior Berenstein. I don't remember his exact name. The one that made the quote I was talking about earlier. But wow, this is a rabbit hole I never expected to fall into.
Or now, wait a minute. let's think about this. Are we saying that the son of the Berensteins was a theoretical physicist?
I'm not going to jump to that measure. However, the timeline does match up. I don't know their son's name, but the fact that there is a Berenstein that is, at least the name is closely related, that is a theoretical physicist. Now, I'm not going to put all the dots together, but that is intriguing.
Now we got to figure this out before we log off for the night.
Absolutely. And I would like to apologize to our guest from earlier. We were going to bring him back on at the end of the show. We will find a way to bring him back. Definitely.
Yeah, we'll have him on tomorrow. We only did this because we didn't want to have any more technical issues. Having 3 people in does tax our bandwidth, and we were having major issues. Nothing to do with anything else. We will definitely extend an invite to his email tomorrow around the same time. When we normally start our show, and we apologize for not bringing you in, but we don't have time to now. You know.
So what was the son's name? I'm sure there was Jan and Stan. With Mike was his name right there.
The son's name was Mike, so it wasn't him, right? Okay.
Correct.
I just had to make sure, Darkwolf. That would have been some crazy shit.
Would it not have? I'm glad we did that. That way there's no way they can say we said one thing or another, and there's no question as to what we did look at.
That's fine, but we got another clue here. A bit of Venom's telling me to go to Reddit, and there it is. Jeremy Berenstein, Reddit. Forgive me if this has already been discussed elsewhere. There is a real theoretical physicist named Jeremy Berenstein. The scientist can allegedly help us, as claimed in the whistleblower video currently circulating YouTube. What are they talking about?
Well, we definitely need to check out this video, that's for sure.
I'm not buying all of it. Much of it jives with what my intuition has already been telling me, but and I've pointed, okay, this won't convince anyone. Some will assure you that they learned how to spell Steen by reading the Berenstein Bears books, and they thought it was an unusual name, blah, blah, blah. And I've pointed out before, Carl Berenstein was once famous as one of the reporters who broke the Watergate story. Apparently, just a week ago, he was comparing Trump to Nixon. But we need some more comments, guys. We need to know. He was a huge author on the M.E.T.S, says Raul. And, yeah, Rabinsky says, this is way cool. You found the source. Well, you know.
You know, I think we may have just been put onto something here that's really, really interesting.
Now, Darkwolf, we got to write this down.
Already have.
We need to lead the show tomorrow with this.
Already on it.
Jeremy Berenstein.
Berenstein. One of the variations that Sam actually spoke of earlier on Dr. Lupo's show.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See the Reddit post.
For those who don't know, we keep talking about Dr. Lupo. For those who are just catching this or watching it later, Dr. Taryn P. Lupo does a show on YouTube every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Uni and I were guests this particular evening, but he has many guests every week. He discusses the Mandela effect on Thursday nights. Very, very wonderful show. Large panel of guests that join him. Wonderful topic. So if y'all have a chance, definitely check him out.
Darkwolf, I'm stuck on this, buddy. There's a lot of good comments talking about this topic. A lot of people are calling this guy a whistleblower for the Mandela effect.
Okay, I think you and I need to go and do a whole lot of research on this. I'm going to pull it up on my phone later too. This is really, really interesting. We've got a whole nother show's worth of topic here, I'm sure.
Oh, we've got it. We've already got a show planned for tomorrow. We're going to fit this into it so that now we've got even more to talk about tomorrow. Hey, Raul says that we are cool guys. Actually, Raul, you are the cool guys. We do this for you and because you guys watch us. The fact that people do come in and watch us take these topics head on every night. We can't say that we're going to do it every single night, but when something doesn't come up, we're going to be right here.
Absolutely. Yeah, we all have our own little lives and things we got to take care of, but as much as we can, we will be here bringing you this information. My voice may give out on me a night or two here, so we may have to skip one or two, or I may let Uni just run with it himself or get another guest. I don't know yet. We'll have to discuss that, but yeah,
Hey,
if we can bring this information to you,
that's true,
we're
but
going to try.
you can always whisper if your voice gives out. We'll still be able to hear you.
Okay, I'll try to make sure of that.
Okay. Well, I'm just putting that out there, Dark Wolf. All right.
Absolutely. No, I didn't mean that bad. Like, I
Oh,
want to
I
make
know.
heard, you know.
No, you're fine, buddy. Look now. You know what, man? These things we're doing, this is good here because I've looked all around YouTube to find people doing what we do, something like it. It's not easy to find. It's kind
I
of
haven't
unique.
found one yet.
Oh, we're unique in this.
We are definitely trendsetters. That is for sure.
So with that, as much as I hate to say this, because I honestly could just keep going for the rest of the night, we're going to close this one out.
All right, so I'm going to let Uni have the last word, so I'll go ahead and throw my piece in here. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow YouTubers, truth seekers, Mandela affected, and conspiracy lovers, I hope you all have enjoyed the Rockinati show. I am Dark Wolf. You can check this broadcast or rebroadcast on my channel. It will be up in just a few hours after this is done. If you want to show your friends, you want to rewatch it, show your family, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're glad to have you here. We hope everybody's enjoyed it. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, Unirock, what do you got?
Thanks, Dark Wolf. Now, me and Dark Wolf, we roll on this stuff. You see what I'm saying? We follow a progression. We take you guys places. We got so much stuff written down in these books. We are going to keep taking you to good places that you want to go every single night. Don't miss one if you can help it. And if you do, they're going to be right over on the den, Dark Wolf's Den. Links will be provided. You guys, this is Unirock. We just got Dark Wolf's Den, both names of our channels. You type them in YouTube, you'll find us. And we want to say that we thank you for the more than anything for watching, because without you, we can't do the show. You guys have made it possible. You've made it so we can do it every night now, and we appreciate you for it. Dark Wolf, buddy, tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
All right, you guys, this has been Rockinati. Never forget, you got to be nice anytime you're in anyone's comments, but you never want to be afraid to speak your mind. But always rock out. We'll see you next time.
Rock out.